All right, today we got writing a quadratic equation in vertex form. This may be one of the shorter videos you've seen, so take advantage of it. All right, vertex form. Let's review real quick. What is vertex form? Vertex form looks like this: y equals a. We've seen this before with parabolas. That's what we're talking about. Y equals a, x minus h squared plus k. H and k is the vertex. Now, here's the cool thing, and think about what we did yesterday. There's a parentheses with a square. And yesterday when we completed the square, that's what we got. We always got a parentheses with a square on it. I didn't talk about it, make a big deal about it, but that's what happened a lot. And that's what we're gonna do today. Now I'm gonna say one sentence here. Also, if it's a function, it's written like that with the f of x instead of y. But anytime you need a parentheses with a square, but you don't have a parentheses with a square, you need to complete the square. That was a lot of squares. All right, I'll talk about that again tomorrow. All right, I'm going to show you two examples, and that's it, guys. That's why the video is so short, but watch these steps real quick. A little bit different from yesterday, but not a whole lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do every time is I'm going to group these first two terms together. I'm going to group that x squared and 12x. I'm going to leave the 18 alone sitting out here. Notice I left space. I left space to do what we did yesterday. I'm going to complete the square. I'm going to take half the middle, square it, but that's where it stops. Okay, so half the middle is -6. If I square -6, I get positive 36. Now, yesterday, I also would have added a positive 36 on that side. Remember, we added it to both sides. Well, today, instead of doing that, instead of adding 36 to the other side, I'm actually going to subtract 36 from the same side. I want you to think about that a second. What that does, that basically negates the fact that I added 36. I mean, if you add 36 and you subtract 36 from the same side, did you really change anything? No, not really at all. But what I can do then is I can do one more step here. Because I wrote this and got that number, I can take my parentheses, think about 36, and think about what we did yesterday. What factors of 36 give you -12? And the answer is -6 and -6. So I could write x minus 6 twice, or better yet, I could write it just like that. I could write x minus 6 squared, and then my outside two numbers, if I just combine those, I get -18. And guys, there it is. All right, so my vertex would be, remember, the opposite of what's inside, exactly what's outside. There's my vertex. All right, so that's the only skill we're doing tomorrow. So hopefully it's not bad. But I'm going to show you one more just to make sure you got it. A little tougher. Okay, this is the toughest one you could possibly see because it's got a number in the front. So one more step we have to take into account. Remember, we can't complete the square if a number's in front of our t squared or x squared or whatever. This is a little tricky, so watch this. I'm going to take the -16 out, but only out of the first two terms. Oh, that 32 should have a t. Sorry about that. That 32 should have had a t. Like that. I can only take it out of the first two terms. Leave the 6 alone. Think about it. Vertex form has y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So that -16 is okay. It's just my a. Okay, now that does do something really weird, though. Watch what this does. I'm going to take half the middle, which is -1, square it, which is +1. And normally, like yesterday, I'd add to both sides. But now I'm going to subtract it from the same side. But here's the deal. This is going to look weird. But even though I added a +1, it's not really a +1. It's really 1 times. That -16 goes for everything inside. Okay, so I really added a -16. What is the opposite of adding a -16? Adding a +16 out there. All right, so I have a -16 here. That's going to be t minus 1 squared like we've been doing. 6 plus 16 is 22. It's only going to take you 2 steps. All these problems just take 2 steps, and then you can tell what the vertex is. The vertex is going to be the opposite of what's inside, exactly what's outside. And because there's a -16 out there, that means the parabola would open down. All right. That was pretty tough. You might want to watch that last one again, because if you can understand that one, you got the whole day made tomorrow. Okay, so we'll work on it. And I'll see you then. Can't wait to see you. Adios.